Early one morning the sun was rising and I was laying in bed, wondering if she changed at all, if her hair was still red. Her folks said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. Never did like Mama's homemade dress, Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. I was standing there by the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes, heading out for the East Coast. Lord knows I paid some dues getting through. It's tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, but used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could, abandoned it out west. Split up on the docks that night, both agreeing it was best. She turned around and looked at me as I was walking away. I heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue. I was tangled up in blue. He had a job in the great North Woods, working as a cook for a spell. Never did like it all that much, and one day the axe just fell. Drifted down to New Orleans, I was happy to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside Delacroix. All the while I was alone, the past is close behind. I seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind, and I just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place and I stopped in for a beer. Just kept looking at the side of her face and the spotlight so clear. And later on when the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there near the back of my chair saying, "Jimmy, don't I know your name?" I muttered something underneath my breath. She studied the lines on my face. I must admit I was a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoe. So tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. I thought you'd never say hello, she said, you look like the silent type. Opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. Every one of them words rang true, glowed like a burning coal, pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul from me to you. It's tangled up in blue. Lived with them on Montague Street in the basement downstairs. There was music in the cafes at night, revolution in the air. Started into dealing with slaves and something inside of him died. She had to sell everything she owned and froze up inside. Later on when the crowd thinned out, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was keep on keeping on like a bird that flew. Tangled up in blue. Now she's going back again, gonna get to her somehow. All the people that we used to know, they're an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, some are carpenters' wives. I don't know how it all got started, don't know what they're doing with their lives. Me, I'm still on the road, heading for another joint. We always did feel the same, we just saw it from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue. Just a minute before you leave, just a minute before you touch the door. What do you think we're trying to achieve? Do you think we can talk about it some more?